we place ourselves in that ಪಾಶ, ಅದನ್ನು ಬಿಡಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರಬೇಕು. So mentally, morally, not physically, but very less physically, we bond ourselves to all this, our own mindset, our own karma, our own ways of understanding things in life. Have we really understood our life to that full extent, what we should have understood? We have not. Neither are our parents, neither are our grandparents. They are all clustered in a bond. So even the samskara is also not all right, because ಎಲ್ಲ ಮೈಂಡ್ಸೆಟ್ಟು, ನಾನು ಹೇಳೋನಲ್ಲ, ಸೂಪರ್ಫಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಇಂಟೆಲಿಜೆನ್ಸ್, ಬೈಂಡೆಡ್ ಇಂಟೆಲಿಜೆನ್ಸ್, ಬೌಂಡೆಡ್ ಇಂಟೆಲಿಜೆನ್ಸ್. That is what the tradition says. So the tradition says you follow rites and rituals to a certain extent. We don't know where to enter and where to go out. Rituals are like that you don't know when to enter, you don't know when to go out. Half the time you feel like getting out of the system, and half the time because, there's so much here, so I want to get into the system. So you want to get into that system of culture. So what to do, how to go, where to release ourselves, where to go out of the system? We cannot. ನಾವು ಹೇಗೆ ಬಿಡಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಈ ಬಂಧನದಿಂದ? ಏಕೆಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಕಾರನೇ ಹಾಗೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತಿಯೇ ಹಾಗೆ. ಅದೇನು ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಪೂರ್ವಿಕರು? ಸನಾತನ ಧರ್ಮ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡಿ ಹಿಂದೂಸ್ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು, ಆ ಹಿಂದೂಸ್ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕಲ್ಚರ್ಗಳು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಧರ್ಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಇರಬೇಕು, ನೀವು ಹೀಗೆ, ನೀವು ಹಾಗೆ, ನೀವು ಹೀಗೆ, ಏನೋ ನೀವು ವೈಷ್ಣವ ಸಂಪ್ರದಾಯ, ನೀವು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸಂಪ್ರದಾಯ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಹಲವಾರು ಸಂಪ್ರದಾಯಗಳನ್ನ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಹೆಣ್ಕೊಂಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಪೂರ್ವಿಕರೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು. ನಮ್ಮ ತಾತ, ನಮ್ಮ ಅಜ್ಜಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಮುತ್ತಾತ, ಮುತ್ತಜ್ಜ ಇವರೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ನಮಗೆ. ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ನಾಟ್ ಫಾಲೋಡ್ ಎನಿ ಕಲ್ಚರ್. Technically speaking, we have not followed culture, but we are under a cocoon. ನಮ್ಮ ಪೂರ್ವಿಕರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಒಂದು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂಧನದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ಅದು ಒಂದು ಗೂಡು ಥರ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ನಮಗೆ ಜೇನು ಗೂಡು ಗೊತ್ತು, ಅದೇ ಥರ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಸಮಾಜದ ಗೂಡು ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಆ ಸಮಾಜ ಏನು ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ, ವಿ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ. ಸಮಾಜ ಏನು ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ. So everything is related to our samaja. So what happens is, naturally, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪೂರ್ವಿಕರು, ನನ್ನ ಪೂರ್ವಿಕರು ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಒಂದೇ ದೊಡ್ಡ ವಿಚಾರ. ಏನು, ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಜಾತಿ ಭೇದ ತಂದರು, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಡೆ ಸಮಾಜದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅಂದರೆ, ನೀ ಈ ಜಾತಿ ಹೀಗೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಇದನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ತಪ್ಪಾದರೆ ತಪ್ಪಾಗತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರು. ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ತಪ್ಪಾಗಿತ್ತೆ? I'm not talking about anthropology. I'm talking about the very nature of ourselves. This system has to be corrected long ago. Unfortunately, it has not been corrected. Now, as the followers of spirituality, for religion you only take it to a certain extent. But if you follow your spirit of yourself, if you look at Vivekananda, he followed his own true spirit. For that he needed a guru. And he followed that spirit. He never locked himself up in that spirit. His spirit was always feeling freedom. So I am also telling you the same thing. Enjoy your freedom under the frame of culture, spiritual culture. I don't advocate religious culture. The reason is because, see, without religious culture, you cannot survive. We all know it. Then we cannot allow our whole family to grow. because family ಗೆ ಏನು ಬೇಕು, ರಿಲಿಜಿಯಸ್ ಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಬೇಕು. But we should know the ups and downs of our religious culture. All the go-betweens between religious culture. What is great, what is fantastic, what is negative. Adala now we should analyze that. And 10 years ago, every saint, including Ramakrishna, including Vivekananda, they all followed that same culture. So there was only touch and go for them. And you look at all the sadhus and santas who are in spirituality, they all had a mumukshatvada anubhava. They all had mystical experiences. Why? Because they were free in their true spirit. They followed all religious practices to a certain extent. Sadhana is the best way to convert sadhana into religious practice. Is very easy. You just take a mantra and just go on chanting and allow that mantra to take over you. See, you people don't allow the mantra to take over you because you don't have that concentration. Why you don't have concentration? There are n number of reasons. The main important reason is your ego and your culture. It is basically your ego, your family culture, which is preventing you to have that kind of a spiritual realization. See, wearing a robe to please yourself is different. Wearing a robe to please others is different. Most of you wear robe 50% to please others. Most of you wear robes in the natural way. Your night dress, whatever you have, is natural. If you wear a night dress, it is quite natural. God likes you as you are. So the culture comes in because, oh, somebody looks at me, then if I'm in my night dress, so people are not ready to accept me. This is a false prestige and false ego. You look at the realized soul. ಒಂದು ಅವಧೂತ ನೋಡಿ ನೀವು. Look at an avadhuta, he is not bothered. Whatever dress he feels like wearing, he will wear and do and fulfill his obligation to earth and to his guru. Because he takes all the Panchabhutas as his own body. Air, water, fire, earth, energy, all these things he converts it into energy. And he is just free with himself. Are you free? You have a separate puja, okay, fine. You don't have a separate puja, still fine. You have a photograph in the house, still fine. If you have a particular photo, still very fine. Have you aligned yourself to that photograph? Have you really aligned yourself to that photograph? Well, you are not. Why? You are not aligned because you are disaligned. You know God is everywhere on the photograph in your room or in your hall or in whatever you have. And that is the place for your sadhana. Think slightly above than the photograph on your wall. Think above. Think higher. And that higher thing is called as you are thinking into the higher self, into the higher realm of your higher self. Why you only limit yourself? God is everywhere, you know. Air is everywhere, you know. Okay, energy is everywhere, you know. The whole of energy is in Panchabhutas, that also you know. You know. Where do you come out of that? You cannot come out. Your body itself consists of Panchabhutas. The 5 basic elements your body is. So if there is a disalignment in your body, that means there is a kind of, you are not okay, you are not healthy. If the Panchabhutas go haywire, very clearly says you are not healthy. So most of that, your mental conditioning should be healthy. Today your mental condition is not healthy. You are occupied by fear instead of occupying by the spirit in you called as Arogya. Today you are absolutely not occupied by Arogya. You are occupied by Anarogya in your mind. Anarogya is the mind. What is the state of the mind? Anarogya is the state of the mind. Arogya is not the state at all for 99.99% of you. And this Anarogya is called as Manoroga. This Anarogya is called as Manoroga. What is Manoroga? Fear. Fear is the Manoroga. Yenagide? Fear. Manoroga. There is no Arogya in you. 100% you are occupied by fear. I am telling you, calling you every Sunday for a satsang. Now tell me, when you come inside this, are you occupied by Manoroga or are you occupied by any kind of other fears? Moral fear is one thing what most of us from Sanatana Dharma have very clearly told. Don't have moral fear. Bhaya, bhiti, irkurdu. Don't have a moral fear. But you fellows, you are scared about your mortal fear of your body. Where is your body? Once you come out of your womb of your mother, it's only Panchabhutas who lead you with that right education, that right well-being. So what is required for you is the well-being. What is well-being? Proper mind, body and soul. Samskara teaches you soul vidya. Samskara teaches you the vidya of the Atma, Atma vidya. Soul vidya andre Atma vidya. Samskara teaches you soul vidya.
For more satsangs from Sri Sri Nimishananda Guruji, subscribe to this channel. Click the bell button below to get notifications. Like and share the video and spread the divine message.